cameras, too close. Hey, welcome to a video. um, I don't know if it's gonna be my only video for March, but this has been a long time coming. I've had these things since January, I think. And if I put it off any longer, I'm just never gonna get it done. I have so many things to do, but like, anyway, these Nendoroids here are a bunch of Nendoroids. Sorry, this wasn't actually the shot, so it's fine. Just ignore it. I haven't reviewed any of these here that I have there. So there's that very bad shot of Nendoroids that I have not reviewed and have just been stored there. When I move my laptop, the camera just wiggles. But this is actually better lighting than when I put it there on my bed. So, anyway, let's get started. Let's just grab it here. So this is a male good smile body. And then we've got these two characters, Yo and Emily. Like, it's very strange that his name is like Yo and then this girl is just Emily, like Western name, Japanese name, decapitated body. So I would have loved to compare this with a Kyupoche body and a Obitsu body, but I already sold my Kyupoche male body, the one for the pool, which you can put clothes on, because I found it like too tiny in proportion to Nendoroid heads. I found it like very long. So hopefully, since this is made by Good Smile, this will actually be very accurate and very fitting to the chibi-ness of the character. So I don't really have a lot of... I don't have like... I got two guys because I have more guy Nendoroids, I guess, and I'd love to do my pairings. Yeah. No, I don't... I kind of want another girl one, but then this one kind of works as a girl too, so I didn't really think too much about it. Like, you can just pad the breast, drag queen Nendoroid. But like, if you bought a female Nendoroid and had breasts, it would be very hard to cover with male clothes because there would be a bump. So that was my logic for getting another one of these. Honestly, I shouldn't have bought so many, but you know, at some point it's gonna be really hard to get them, and this is actually a bit cheaper, like a lot cheaper compared to getting these because of the head. Right? No, but this comes with the same hands. Alright, let me just get the other Obitsu body. Okay, so I got the body. It's still wearing the dress, the Sylvanian family dress, which is too short. It's it's up there. Let's see. I guess I should take it out for scale. Unpackaging. This is the body that you need to stick stuff onto just to make it, you know, click with the clothing. Anyway, with the head. If this is really nice, I'll be able to repurpose this to just actually buy an Obitsu head, so it can be like a character rather than putting Nendoroid heads on it, and it's only one. It's very lonely. Because if I used it with the Kyupoche body before, it didn't really fit. One looked too tall and not really too tall, but like the other one's lanky, and this one's just outer. We really work on a chibi perspective, I guess. It is a Ooh, she is packaged like an Nendoroid. The box is actually much prettier than Nendoroid boxes. You can say that. And recently they've been coming out with the clothing, I think, for these. They're like full characters, like they're doing Alice in Wonderland because, you know, there ain't no copyright to that story and design. Everybody just makes their own Alice in Wonderland thing. You know, when I was like back in high school, I really wanted to make like a novel based off Alice in Wonderland, like everybody else did. Everything had like an Alice in Wonderland AU. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just very cliche at this point because it's been several years. Yeah, put this aside here. Right, so here's the both of them. This one I think is already open. Oh, never mind. I just like broke the box a bit. I don't know why it won't open. Oops, I'm an idiot. It's probably fine. So here it is. It's packaged very oddly. They weren't trying with this one. So, yeah. It comes with a stand and everything else, just not the head and the clothes. So, let's just take them out properly. That'll be better laying down. So, it has a magnetic plate. It's very shiny like a mirror. Shiny magnetic plate. And, This is Emily's. They have an extra neck peg here, neck base, and some grabby stuff, just like the Kipacha ones. But I think if you're gonna use a body, you might as well use the one that is already provided by Nendoroid. Although, yeah, actually the Nendoroid body is cheaper by like $4 or something, I think. I'm not sure anymore. Actually, it might be pricier. Gosh, like don't take my word for it. It's just a very quick review. So here we go. I really wanted to get the body so I can like make a template out of the clothes, but I haven't really made time for it because I've been very busy. So let's just figure it out as well. So they basically come with the same stuff. They have two peace signs and two open hands, and the ones that they come with are the fists. So here are the fists, which they naturally come with. Very nice articulation here. And they have really weird baggy clothes. And a hole. There's a hole on the clothes. Weird. That's weird. But some of the Nendoroid accessories actually need a hole, like the bags. You need to stick them to the back. And so I guess this is made for compatibility with Nendoroid, so they thought of that. But I would say that it's not weird, because now when you're looking at them from the back, it's just a hole. It's very strange, actually. But yeah, the color is very weird and baggy, I think. It doesn't really fit well, but Nendoroids don't really have necks, so maybe it's fine that way. This is Emily. She has a little petticoat and some protectors here. Let's see. I've always seen these two with like the Nendoroid bodies, and even though I don't really know what kind of characters they are, I've kind of grown attached to them from seeing the extra Nendoroid parts where their faces are always shown there. And that's cute. It's kind of like how people actually have their own OCs to go with the parts and the clothes. So there's that. Let's remove these. I'm gonna try switching them out with some of the characters here, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll switch her out with Haneo. Yep, very cute. She comes with little socks, and oh yeah, their shoes come apart from their body. So these are their socks, tights. I love black tights, and little footsie white socks. And suspenders, they're so cute. They really went black slate with these, and so I guess I'll use this as a comparison for the size of the bodies. The Obitsu is definitely taller. I'm telling you, like the Nendoroids are trying to be more proportional to the original body, so this is actually much bigger than how Nendoroids come. Let me just get one. I haven't taken one out actually, so that's. Which one is Emily's shoe? Emily has the black Mary Jane's, I guess, which you can't see because she's wearing black tights. Mary Jane's. That's how it looks. It's two of them. The buckle is painted on. Nice detail. Oh, my hands are a bit dirty, sorry. So I'm pretty sure the buckle goes on the outside. These shoes are plasticky, and I'd say like shoes that I've seen for Obitsus are much better than these. This came off. Oh, I didn't see that. There's some more protector sleeves here. Okay, unboxing. That's why it's a bit tight. The feet are wrapped in plastic. So I really haven't bought any Obitsu shoes or anything, so I can't compare it to that. Because, you know, the girl broke. And her hobbies are burning her bank. So I wouldn't say that they have better articulation. This is not double jointed, but it goes this far. So she can maybe like kneel or something. And for this one, it is double jointed, so she can go full all the way, touch her foot to her butt, as a normal person can usually do. And this girl can maybe just raise one foot up, like a magical girl, which is sad. So if you really want full articulation, Obitsu really works better. The Kipache also didn't have double joints, I'm pretty sure. It went as far as this. I think it went more for budget, but I would say that this Obitsu body is the same price as this Archetype body. So there's that. But since this is actually made for Nendoroids, it might actually be fine if you're okay with feet just reaching up here. So let's just put on her other sock. I mean, not her other sock, her other shoe. And without the plastic, it actually fits much better now, unlike before. So here she is. Oh, man, she's so cute. Here are her footsies with the little shoesies. Now let's do that to Real. He also has the plastic on his face. And, oh, he doesn't have plastic on his feet. Good. And he comes with little black, not black, brown loafers as schoolboys read. I don't know. I usually read my manga in black. So, he sticks to the thing. So this might be better for showing it. There we go. Loafers. Stick it here onto his feet. What how bulky. These socks are so bulky. I think these are machine sewn, so like the socks are just coming off at the back. Look how bulky that seam is. So there we go. We have the shoes on, and look at the back. What are those ugly seams? Maybe they should have given them high socks as well. I'm not gonna complain about that if they did. And so they're very cute. I really don't want to remove the shoes anymore, so I'm just gonna pack them back with the shoes on. And they come with other hands, but it's not that important. But I'll show it anyway. Remove the fists. They come with the exact same hands, and these hands are replaceable with Nendoroid hands. The prop holder thing, so if they're holding a bag, you can replace the hand with that. And that's kind of the benefit of having these Nendoroid bodies compared to, like, say, Obitsu bodies, which they do have grips, but they usually can't hold the Nendoroid props that well. And if you're using the Kupacha body, more so, you can't really. Can you switch out the hands? I didn't have that option before, so I haven't really considered it. But these are meant for Nendoroids. That's the only positive I can see with it, because otherwise it's meh, I guess. But I do think that these characters are really cute, but I can't keep them for just being. See, now here we have the other peace sign, and we have the closed hand, the open hand. That's correct, right? But you can't bend it, so it's this way. You can maybe pat someone's head. Pat. But, like, you can't do what you can do with the Obitsu body. Like, you can do the same hand. Oh, sorry. And you can, like, bend it. You can do this. To a degree, you can, like, stop hand. And you can, like, put it down, like, oh, you, or, like, kiss the hand. Or, like, just directly in front, like, whoosh. So there's those. So really an Obitsu is much more articulated. And if we can find a way to, like, stick this Obitsu head onto an Nendoroid head, it would make more sense. They've actually come out with, like, Nendoroid heads that are just plain round, like without the headpiece, without the hair piece to hold it up. So if you had one of those, you could, like, repaint the faces and, like, put a doll wig made of yarn, like how Mozekito does it. And, you can make your own Nendoroid doll. But it still won't have the articulation of these Obitsu dolls. And those Nendoroid dolls are actually much cheaper than Obitsu heads, because Obitsu heads go for the same price as the body. And then you still have to buy the eye sockets if you're going to get one of those eyeball-less heads. So you have to buy a separate eyeball or, like, make your own. But Nendoroid ones are flat, and they'll only work with the Nendoroid body. But it gives you options, I guess. So there they are. Now let's switch them out with some other character. Not that excited about it, so then I have to take out stuff. And look at that. She can stand straight on it. I'm worried she will fall. Yep. But the shoes seem to have really strong magnets anyway. Let's just stick them onto the platforms. He just face planted. Great. Let's just put them here. Lower that a bit. As with the Kupache ones, at least I'm happy that these are clear. But I don't really like taking out these tiny things. I feel like I'll lose them. So unless it's super important, I'm not going to take them out. And this is basically the same body, so I'm not really going to use it. It's the same body. Yeah, there's nothing different about it. It's basically these two bodies. This is just an extra one. And I just wanted to show you how it came. It comes with everything but the head and the hair and the accessories such as the clothes and the shoes and the socks. Each of them have different socks. But it comes with the same hands. Sadly, now I have so many of the same hands. But I guess they were expecting you to have other Nendoroids to switch it out with. So let's just use Hanayo. Alright, this is Hanayo's manual. Gotta say, my favorite part about Nendoroids is just storing everything back without trouble. Let's just decapitate Emily here. Bye-bye, Emily's head. Skim off like that. No, don't look at the camera. It's creepy. Now she's just looking at me. It's also creepy. And it comes off like this little peg that fits directly onto the body. Look at that. That's so cute. She has her hands open. Okay, so the girl comes with his hands balled into fists inside the box, but inside, the extra hands are the open hand and the peace hand, but the girl, Emily, she comes with her hands open, and the fists and the peace sign are the ones that are put aside as extra hands. So I guess guys just like do the Arthur meme, and girls do the cute hands. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much, I guess. So articulation is very limited, but as you know, like joints of Nendoroids or like the parts of the body can actually be removed. So they have extra articulation just because you can move it by the joints. So the hand can actually swivel around even if it can't go up and down. And the feet can go like this. So I can finally do more with my Hanayo. Like, I had no other options than her ugly training outfit. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's tiring, right? So just put on her glasses, which are my favorite parts of this Hanayo on. It's so cute. And now we can remove her hands. We should try out. Oh no, I forgot. Like, these are very capable to replace with like the hands. So if your characters are originally they have long sleeves, then they would be cut off by the hand. But Hanayo here is cut off by the arm, by the forearm. So if you do remove it and replace it with this, it's gonna be like really weird, elongated. Like, ooh, the hand is stuck. It's like it doesn't want to get off. There we go. Oh, look at that long arm. I mean, it's not that noticeable, right? Oh, it's fucking long. Wow. Look how scary that is. Ugh. But I mean, it works, right? So sadly, we won't be able to like replace it with that. Sadly. Ugh. That is an immediate setback just from starting out. But this is very cute. I think I'll just keep her this way and pack this to very thing. Here you go. I'm gonna pack it before I lose anything. Gotta be cautious. Nendoroids have really tiny parts. Let's just store this. When the Nendoroids are not inside the box, I just store them sideways so we can only see the side of the box. This Hanayo, and I guess at this point I really need to remove these so she can stand up while we get some other character to put on Rio's head. Fairly new in box. I guess this makes no sense to me. That confusing thing. Ew, what's that? So these metal plates are like stuck on by weird bubbly glue. Kind of gross. Nobody's gonna look in the bottom, I guess. Okay, so I don't know what this is. It's like a metallic ball. What's that? Okay, so the metallic thing sticks on here, and there's like a little hole to put the peg on. So I do kind of like this an option to have a plain reflective stand or another stand. So it's just, oh, I forgot to put back the hand. Alright, let's just stab this into her back. That is not working as well as I thought. The hole at the back of the shirt doesn't actually go directly on top of the hole in the back of the Nendoroid doll. And it's just not going in. So I'm not really sure how that works. Let's just remove this stabby one and plug this other one with the graspy hands. Sorry about my use of words. I don't really know what to call these things. Here we go, graspy hands, which don't swivel. They don't swivel, look at that. Oh dear. What? I guess it's gonna be stuck there, but she's not actually gonna be on the platform. Or what? She can just be a haiku character floating midair. Let's just raise it a bit. Ta-da! That is so adorable. Here we go. Let's just switch audio. So the character I used before was Hotarumaru, but Hotarumaru is right now in the box. And as much as I'd like to do parallels, I'm just going to use the one that's here, the Konen. The one that isn't like wearing the Nendoroid extra body thing. I just wrecked my display. That's fine. Let's just remove Rio's head and get this over with. What is happening? So we just remove Ross' head. They can be there. We can just be decapitated together. I don't know, the homing crybaby. So there's Conan with suspenders, which is a good look on him. His head looks so tiny compared to his body. Oh, and if you remove his glasses, ta-da! It's not Conan anymore. It's Shinichi. Shinichi Kudo. What? But then it has like the little gaps for the glasses, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. It's Shinichi Kudo. See, if it's in the Nendoroid body of Conan and you put him beside Hattori or like Amuro or the other guy, sorry, they don't really appear that much in the series. Akai. It's probably his name. I might be wrong. Don't get mad at me. I like the Detective Conan, but like, I don't like the black organization plot too much. Anyway, let's get out of that. That's Shinichi Kudo. He's just saying peace. We're finally dating Ran, and it's gonna take me 20 years before she actually realized that I'm just blowing her off because I can't see her that often. We see each other like once every year. Great. I mean, that's a problem. Like, he's dating Ran now, but he still can't transform as often as he wants because the medicine is very limited, but they have a very screwed up sense of time anyway. It's been maybe more than 20 years since the series started. And Ran still isn't that shook that she hasn't seen Kudo more than several times since the series started. The time is so screwed up, even if it's trying to be so continuous, because the plot actually does develop, and things that change in the previous plot actually do stay in the current plot, but it takes too much time. Anyway, look at this ugly, baggy collar. What I've seen is some people actually do a collar with like a thin white ribbon, so I think I might try that when I'm making the clothes for myself, rather than using what they did here, which is like a double piece of cloth, which is too thick, seeing as the dolls are very small, and the back is really horrible. So let's just put him here, and it's the body. Oh wait, he does come with like these hands. This is like a weird pocket hand, which is not gonna really help that much. So we can switch into another fist, because it's not like he already didn't have a fist before, right? But he can do the same pose if the suspenders weren't stuck. So, I think you need to play with like using. Okay. There you go. He's thinking. I think this hand is actually bent like this, so you can do this. And the fist that they come with in the doll is like this. So I guess there's a bit of variation. It's the same freaking thing, okay? I wish that they had functioning pockets, so I can just shove this other hand into a pocket. But there are some shortcomings, but overall, in conclusion, I do really like these Nendoroid bodies. I love that they're compatible with hands, and once I've gotten through playing with the other characters here, I feel like I can find more options. Like, with the Thor and Loki ones, they have weapons and shields, and I really do think that's going to add a bit more to the play. And actually, those two actually come with, like, joints, so when I've actually unboxed them, I can compare the joints that the Hero Edition of Nendoroids, the Hero Edition, which have jointed small arms, I can compare them to Nendoroid dolls, which I think have twice the length of arm, I guess. So here's Bendy Conan. Ooh, he's doing the limbo. Nendoroid dolls and a bunch of, this is the carnage. It's a bunch of the decapitated heads here. They've taken our bodies! Wait. So, thank you for watching. This has been a very fun and, I guess, time-consuming? No, not really. This has been a very fun video to make, and I'm not excited to edit it, but I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about these Nendoroid body dolls, and I think that you should really give them a try. If you like the old video that I made, I think that this adds another, not really competitor. I feel like if there are options, and if you just want to use it for Nendoroids, you should definitely go with a Nendoroid body, even if it lacks articulation. At least, you can switch out the hands and hold more things. But the Obitsu is still a fighter. It's not really supposed to be a comparison since I don't really have much to show with my Obitsu here. But this is the size. It's just much taller. It's like, if you put them side by side, the neck, well, the Nendoroids don't really have necks, so they're maybe like a centimeter taller, and the legs are much, much longer, and the torso of this one is really, really long. But there's not that much difference except for the articulation of the knees, and the hands pretty much go the same way. And yeah, you can grip Nendoroid props now. These can't grip props. Look how gigantic these hands are. So it's basically that. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna say goodbye another time. And always at the end of my videos, my dog starts barking, and it just ends really weird. But thank you, and this is a weird setup, but I hope you like it anyway. Goodbye for real. I need to fix my table now.